Alright, I got here a 2011 Toyota Sienna. Customer complaint is it's running lean. They replaced the fuel pump, oxygen sensor, I think a gas cap because there was also an evap leak. I don't know, but they said it's still running lean. Today I'm using this new scan tool I got from Launch. They sent it to me. It's the X431 Pro3 Plus Elite. So I actually had the Pro 3 Plus, the regular one. This one over here, for over 2 years, but the subscription expired. And there was a few things I didn't like about this. I actually didn't like the hardware so much on this. First of all, it's the old micro USB, not C. It just, I don't know, I like the tap down feel much better than this, but the new one is a lot thicker. It's like it feels like the same one as my Phoenix Elite. Also, it has high-speed scan, which is amazing. It's really fast compared to the old one, or even my top-down. But the newer top-downs also have that, so I'm not comparing it. Just the one I have doesn't have high-speed scan. What else? It has something called CAN bus detection. This interface is also J25 device. I was actually using it for like a week. I'm really impressed with it. Let me turn on, I think there's a screen recorder on this. Alright, so we're gonna do, let me just turn the key on engine off, intelligent diagnose. This thing has a whole touchscreen built into it. And I didn't really look through what it does, but you can change it, I think, to Wi-Fi Connect or Bluetooth Connect. Right now, I'm on Bluetooth Connect. This has a USB-C charging. Here, so we'll go to diagnose. I didn't use it on an older vehicle yet, so I don't know if it has the high-speed scan on an older vehicle, but we're going to see right now. Alright, so I have to set area to North America. Okay, automatic scan. It has a voltage on top, like all launch-based stuff, without smart key. Okay. Alright, so here we have the topology. So smart detection is a high-speed scan. You see us doing all of them at one time? It's amazing. Alright, so we got 7 codes in the ECM. It actually slowed down over here, but it did the main CAN 1 in one shot. Also, the topology looks more accurate than my other one. I don't know if that's true or not. Alright, so we got a bunch of codes. Cool few things over here. Like there's CAN bus pin detection. Now I don't know how useful this will actually be. I just found it really cool. So it shows you all the pins of the DLC, and like this one has 12.5 volts on it. Then 4 and 5 is the ground, so you'll see which one 4 and 5. Oh, it actually says ground right there. Then there's 11.5 volts over here. I don't know what that is on this car. Pin 7. I have to look it up. But then this is 6 and 14. And we got 2.5 and 2.6, which is pretty much a basic CAN network. So I guess if you plug this into like a shorted CAN, you would be able to see it. Or you would see 12 volts if you have a shorted network. But then I don't know 100% because I don't know, this might only happen once it communicates. So I'm not sure how useful this will be. I just found it really cool. Alright, so we'll go back. Alright, let's just see. Let me just make a report quickly. Alright, saves the report automatically. Alright, so we just got system tooling, bank 1 and bank 2. And then we also have we have a master volume airflow 8 circuit range performance. Okay, that's funny that they didn't attack that code. I mean, usually shops, when they throw parts, they also throw a mass airflow. So, and there was a code for that, so I don't know. Okay, well, look. What else is there? Cool, you got like a customer signature. Okay, I don't need any of that, but I'm just gonna share. Alright, so let's go straight into the ECM. I'm actually going to go into EOBD. That's generic OBD. It's just easier to look at live data when it's not substituted. Read live data. Okay, let's get long term, short term. What else? Engine RPM, engine coolant, calculated load, airflow rate for mass airflow. I don't think there's a fuel pressure one. Alright, it's good for now. Okay. So we got 8 data pads. Let's graph it. Okay. So the airflow rate is at 450 grams a second. I just want to make sure I'm in the right thing. Okay, so long-term fuel trim is totally pegged out, lean. Let's start the car. I messed up. Okay, here we go. So mass airflow, we have 4 grams a second. And the short term, okay, we're climbing into closed loop right now. So we're pretty much at 34 fuel trim. So what I do is, I'm gonna rev the engine. And it does not fix it. If anything, it gets worse. So right away, that's telling me we're dealing with either a fuel pressure issue or a mass airflow issue. Now, since we had that code, it's more likely, and they replaced the fuel pump, it's more likely a mass airflow. But I'm just gonna actually, you know, put it in drive and brake torque it, see if it gets better that way. But no, it's definitely getting worse. And the calculated load, I'm gonna give a hard snap of the throttle. We got up to 70, I think is low. I want to first check out this mass airflow sensor. Make sure. Let me just go back and I just want to see the codes for this. Read full code. Is the code for the mass airflow also, or that was just another one? Alright, so they had this leak detected permanent. Okay, that went away. Purge flow. They also changed the purge valve. I don't know if I said that. Alright, so there is a thing with the mass airflow. There is a code for it. Right now, I'm just going to look at it, do a visual inspection. Okay, so it's not so easy to get to. Oh wait, someone played around with these wires already. So it's out of the sheath. So maybe they were checking it. Okay. But I want to take it fully out. Let's just see how this. Yeah, they put a new filter in here. Okay. This has got to be our issue, no? Look at this. This hose costs like $14 from the dealer, I think. But someone put, you think it's just a big vacuum leak here? No, I thought it makes sense. It didn't act like a vacuum leak at all. Alright, I'm gonna take this mass airflow. I just want to look at it. I just want to be able to pull this thing back a little bit. That is supposed to be on top over there. It's an aftermarket mess. Oh boy. Okay, so we'll never be able to. I can never get clear data from this. They didn't tell me they replaced the mess, so I'm assuming it's not from them now. Alright, well, here it is. It doesn't look dirty at all. Alright, I'm gonna go see if they have the original math. Where is this? UMP. Alright, so, sorry, he doesn't know if he replaced it. He's going to check right now if he replaced it. He doesn't, he knows he replaced the purge valve. He usually saves the parts for me. So, I don't know, he's going to go check if he replaced this. But he said he also replaced the spark plugs and this hose, which I told him to get the real one. He said he's in order. Because it looks like it's splitting back over here. And it could be leaking from there. And that's a significant leak in the intake manifold. Which, if you have a bad enough leak, it won't even get better on vacuum. So that could be our whole problem. I really should smoke test it to make sure. But it's always hard to call aftermarket mass airflow if that's causing the issues, because it is responding properly. Now, you could do a volumetric efficiency test. I don't know, I never had luck with them. Maybe because where I live it's just too busy and I can never drive properly to do the test. We're definitely getting a code still for this. Now, it could be it's happening because of, why is this thing loose? Do they go down here also? It could be because of this big vacuum leak, or I really should check fuel pressure. Even though they replaced it, you know, I could still have low fuel pressure. So I'm waiting for him to get back to me on this to see if he has the original one of this or not. All right, they did replace it. Here's the original. It actually looks nice and dirty, so I'm going to clean this up. Now, the guy I deal with wasn't here the whole week, so that's why I'm getting like third-hand information. Initially, I was told just the PCV valve was replaced, but then a lot of other parts were. I'm going to clean this and we'll try it with the original, see if it does any better. All right, I cleaned the original one up. All right, let's plug this in. Let's see if anything changed. Okay, let's go back, read live data. There we go. So I can't say it's perfect, but right here we got long-term fuel trims at 34 like it was before, but look at the short-term. It's down minus 15. So right now we're at 15% fuel trim. So we could have another issue. We probably do. I'm going to clear the fuel trims and try again. But clearly the mass airflow was bad, the other one, because it's lowering it down by 15% fuel trim without doing anything. We're at 4.5, which is drop high, but I wouldn't worry about that at 700 RPM. Okay, I want to do a snap and see what it goes to. Yeah, we got over 104 now. Before we only got to like 80. So definitely the aftermarket math was bad. I'm going to clear the fuel trims now and start over, and we'll see. We should be around 15% long term. Then I would fix up all those vacuum leaks and, you know, see if that gets better. So we got to go out of here, back to the topology tree, and we'll go into the actual ECM right now. Okay. Read, where are we at? Special functions. No. Actuation test maybe? You know, maybe the older ones don't have the option. So it'll just learn by itself, or I could disconnect the battery and let it restart. But for now, we're gonna just clear all the fault codes. So I'm gonna go back here. Key on, engine off. All right, so we still have 4 codes. It's probably the permanent codes. Yeah, system to lean. These clear by themselves. There's no way you could actually clear these. It just sees the number of drive cycles, and then it will decide to clear it. All right, so now that we cleared the codes, let's go into the ECM again. Live data. Long, let's get short. Okay, we just need these 5 PIDs. Should be enough. All right, it's already better. A little better, not totally. So we're at 20 minus 7. So that's almost good on this side. That's 12, usually plus or minus 10, but it will probably go better. The more you drive it, it will get better. I selected the wrong data PID, so I'm just gonna go back. Whoops. Okay, which one was it? I need that one. Now we'll graph this. Yeah, so we're minus 7 on both. We're down to 3.9. I would expect to see 3.5 usually at idle, but what are we idling at? Engine RPM at 700, 3.9. So yeah, I think as the warmer hole go down, I really think we're good to go. Now I would obviously change that hose, which is going to change. That should fix it fully, but we're pretty good now. We're at 12. We're here. If I give some throttle, it goes up to 34 because they didn't relearn that cell yet. Minus 20, about the same. But I honestly think we're good now. I'll just fix up all those little vacuum leaks, and I think this thing will be fine. And I was really impressed with this scan tool. Like, I'm going to be using this now consistently. My top one also, the subscription expired, so I was looking for a new one anyway. Oh, there we go. Look at it. We're at 14 long, minus 10. We're at 4. This car's fixed right now. Mass airflow went down to 3.7. At 7, it's fixed. I mean, I would still obviously fix that hose because it's going to leak, even if it's not leaking right now. But we're under plus or minus 10% now, and I would say this is perfect. But yeah, all it was a bad mass airflow. Ridiculous. Now, how did this problem start? I would say it probably had a dirty MAF, and I don't know, they said the fuel pump was bad. That's very possible. They said that it was making a noise, and could be. I don't know. But then once they replaced the MAF, it caused all these other issues, and all the lights went back on. I'll leave a link in the description for this scan tool. They told me it's going to be on sale on Prime Day, which is October 7th. It comes with 2 years free updates. It was, I think the MSRP is for like $1,400, $1,500, but like I saw it on Amazon right now when it's not officially on sale. It was like $1,200. So, you know, like all the Chinese-based launch, I mean, they're all launched. Okay, this is launch, but TopTon uses the same software. ThinkScan uses the same software. ThinkScan has unlimited updates. I guess that's a big advantage also. But this is a really nice tool with the this is a J-Box also. It could do ADAS. It also has, if you go fully out of the system, you could connect, there's an oscilloscope you can connect to this and a bunch of other modules. So there's like a diagnostic kit. Oh, that's cool. Wait, so I was wrong. You could go the CAN bus pin detect, start diagnose. You could do this even if you can't communicate with the vehicle. So maybe not. I'm not sure. I would have to try it on a broken vehicle, which I don't have. But it will tell you right away what every pin has. That is very cool. I don't know why. I know the Autel had this for ages, and I never had an Autel, the Autel Ultra. So that's why for me it's very cool. Voltage check. I guess this tells you the voltage at the DLC. Heavy duty. Maybe this has heavy duty. I'm not sure. I don't know. Or you probably need a separate subscription. It looks like it has a whole EV section. All right. All in all, I was very, very impressed with this scan tool. All right. Thanks for watching.